Hey, it's Sean Dash Warrior. I know I look like shit. I haven't even had a shower yet, and I didn't do a video yesterday because I was hungover and I was busy. What was it? The first week I didn't go drinking because I was fucking jet lagged. Second and third week, yeah. I think I drank 4 Loco, 3 times. So yeah, I don't really want to go into too much detail about what happened, but yeah. So what happened was, in January, like when I had to leave, I think I was supposed to leave on the 6th, and what happened was they got the flight numbers wrong, and they didn't tell us until like, I was supposed to leave at 7, they didn't tell us until like 2 o'clock or 12 o'clock in the fucking morning, so we had to drive 1 hour to Bangkok, and they were like, oh yeah, you know, if there is a flight open, then, you know, you'll be first priority. Okay, sweet. And my lights automatically went off. So what was it? We waited from 2 o'clock in the morning till 7. And they said that we were first priority, but they let 3 other people go in. So that's just what made us even angrier. It's like, what the fuck is more important than a scholarship? Because they basically said there are no flights available until the 17th. And so this song's catchy. No flights available until the 17th. And by the time it was the 17th, I would have lost my scholarship because school starts on the 13th of January. So this is the fucking messed up bit, right? So they finally gave me an open flight because the exchange girl, she cancelled her flight so I can go to mine. So I left at 7:09. I was supposed to be there at 7:15. So it was a big rush. I had to run from A to B. And Suvarnabhumi Airport is a fucking huge airport. And the other messed up thing is, we paid $60,000, 60,000 baht. Translate that anywhere you like. Yeah, we paid 60,000 baht for our flight. They fucked it up and they only gave us 2,000 baht back. Like, that's just what fucking pissed me off the most. So, but when we got there, they fucked around with us again. They said, no, you need a New Zealand passport to get to the US. I'm like, I didn't say this, but I was thinking it. I was like, why the fuck do I need a New Zealand passport when I have a Thai passport for my scholarship? I'm not applying for citizenship in the US. I have dual citizenship. I can use either my Thai passport or my New Zealand passport. Why the fuck do I need my New Zealand passport? But, you know, I asked them, it's like, why do I need my New Zealand passport? It's like, oh, because you came to Thailand with a New Zealand one. It's like, yeah, but I've got both passports. Like what was it? There was like a specific date where you can't have 2 passports anymore, and luckily I did it before that date. So I was like, what the fuck? You're just making an excuse so I can miss my flight. Like, you're gonna give me an open flight, and then you're gonna make me miss it. So I didn't say that, but I was about to. But so they got the security guard. And they were like, nah, she doesn't have a New Zealand passport, cancel her flight. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, they weren't telling me everything. They were just like, everything's okay, and they were like, nah, just cancel her flight. So I was really fucking pissed off, and they was like, yeah, cancel, like, he said in Thai, he said, cancel her flight because she's angry. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You nearly lost, this is your fault. You nearly made me lose my scholarship. You arranged my flights wrong. You only gave me 2,000 baht back when I paid you $60,000 of 60,000 baht. Of course I'm gonna be fucking angry. So, you know, I wasn't swearing or I wasn't like being physically abusive, but they were like, oh, you know, she's so mad she can take us to court. I'm like, how the fuck did you get a job here? Like, I don't know, like, if I ever said that at my job, like, you know, as a checkout operator job, or if I ever said that in my waitressing job, I would be fired on the fucking spot, you know. So these, you know, I'll also tell you what they look like as well. You know, it's the fuck ass with grey hair. You know, you won't miss him. He's the only guy with grey hair at the airport. So, like, I told my dean, and she was just as pissed off as I was, and there was some dirt there. Anyways, she was just as pissed off as I was. School started on the 7th, and I was still here on the 7th. She had to go to the the Thai embassy to tell them that me and Yuki, we needed to go to the US for our scholarship. Okay, so on the 8th, we finally got a flight, or I finally got a flight. Unfortunately, Yuki had to pay, like, what was it? The scholarship paid for my flight, but Yuki unfortunately had to pay for her own. So it was just so stupid. But you know, I arrived there. I went to Korea. We were supposed to have a 15-minute stop, but we ended up resting for like 30 minutes. And I was watching a lot of pedophile movies like Frankenweenie and yeah, I was watching a lot of cartoon like what was it? Cartoon with like horror themes in them. I don't know. But the Mongolian chick beside me must have thought I was a massive pedophile. But yeah, anyways, went to Korea and then I went to LA. I'm sorry for the people that live in LA. I hate it. I'm sorry, like, yeah, but I went on my I need to turn this down. Yeah. But yeah, I went to LA and I went on my first date with Gary, my boyfriend. I was really happy about that. Here's the messed up bit. Like, I was only supposed to meet him for 20 minutes because I was supposed to arrive there at 10 o'clock in the morning. We did arrive there at 10 o'clock in the morning, but since it's January and everyone's like wanting to go back home after New Year's and Christmas and everything in different countries, I ended up arriving at the arrivals gate at 11 o'clock. And, you know, I just felt really bad because they had to wait an hour for me, like Gary and his brother, because, you know, Gary needed a ride to the airport. But I didn't realize that I only had such, like, a finite amount of time to meet him, because I had to go to my next connecting flight, which is Delta Airlines. And, yeah, we went on our first date to In-N-Out. I'm sorry, that's when I received the biggest culture shock of my life. Like, I was about to cry. Because like everyone was speaking American. I hate crowds. I do not do well with crowds. So, and you know, I just felt really uncomfortable, and like I just felt like everyone was like looking at me and talking about me. So yeah, I just felt really uncomfortable. But they had nice, what was it? They had nice like a nice chocolate shake. But the chips would have been nice if I wasn't already full. Like I had, like it tastes like mashed potatoes, but you know I was already full, so it kind of tasted gross. I'm sorry, Gary, but yeah, I had a good date with you, and I'm really happy that I was your first kiss. You know, I was so heartbroken as well, like, because I thought Gary's gonna be like, oh, I can't believe this. Like I'm at the airport, I'm waiting out for her this whole time. She was just lying. Like I just felt really bad. I thought you were gonna do that as well. But when we went to Delta Airlines, I was like, you know, why are you here? Because like I think I went at 2 o'clock or something, and they're like, why are you here? You're supposed to come like 40 2 or 4 hours early or some shit, like an hour early, I can't remember. I was like, oh shit. It's like, yeah, you have to pay what was it? It's usually free, but since I came really late, I had to pay an extra $50 so I wouldn't miss my flight from friggin' LA, Detroit to Charlotte. So, I told Gary to leave. I didn't want him to wait around because it would have been really fucking boring, and also I was about to cry, so I didn't want him to see me cry. And yeah, he left, and that's when I started crying because I was so homesick. And this is the part that I hate about LA. It's just so many like Valley Girl. I just heard so many like Valley Girl conversations, like, oh my god, I have to do my hair today. Like, oh my god, if we're 15, let's party. I'm like, oh god, please kill me. And you know, I just didn't like the conversations in LA, and you know everyone was like materialistic. Everyone had like iPhones and fucking Dr. Dre beats. I just hated it. But you know, I love Gary. I just hate LA. I'm sorry. I mean, you know, like you basically have to like drive everywhere. You can't really walk. And you know the people there. I don't know, I was wondering what Obama girl was talking about when she said the people in LA act so fake. And I understand now, you know, if you go to LA, you'll understand, you know, my friend, she went to California, she didn't like it either. I'm like, you know, like California, like everyone wants to go to California. I'm like, oh, I know why, it's just all the like, you know, a lot of like superficial, shallow people go there. I'm not saying everyone there is like superficial and shallow, but like that's just in general, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I went to Delta Airlines. I was waiting at the airport from 2 o'clock to 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock at night, and I arrived in Detroit. This is funny. the toilets in Detroit are cleaner than LA. Went to Detroit at 6 o'clock in the fucking morning, and I waited there, and we got a 1 hour flight from Detroit to Charlotte, and I didn't sleep on the flight there because some fucking asshole left his window shutter open. Fucking, 6 o'clock in the morning, fucking sun just like streaming, like just fucking attacking your eyes, and like just lit up the whole plane. And but yeah, when we arrived to Charlotte, or when I arrived to Charlotte, before like I got, sorry, there's another bit of information I missed out. Before I was in LA, and I already called this bus that could go from Charlotte to Boone. They were like, oh, we don't do connecting buses, we don't do connecting fucking transport from, or public transport from Charlotte to Boone, which is bullshit, because when I got there, they were like, 2 people from our school got a bus from Charlotte to Boone, the fucking Hickory Hop, and I called them, and they were like, oh no, we don't do that. So I was really fucking annoyed. And you're probably like saying, oh, you probably did it on a weekday, on a weekend. No, this was on a fucking Wednesday or some shit, I can't remember. But yeah, I was pretty much like jet lagged for like 25 hours. I slept on the plane, and like my mind was awake, but my whole body was tired. Just like, cause like trying to sleep sitting for like more than 25 hours. Like if you've been sitting for like basically 3 days and like lifting luggage and everything, it does, it takes a toll on your body. So yeah, when I got there from Charlotte to Boone, I told them my story, and it was just kind of bullshit. I mean, the people were really nice, which made it extremely better, but like, I mean, I had to stay up an extra 4 hours. Like, think about it, I was, like, my body's been tired for like over 25 hours, been lifting luggage for like 3 days, and you have to spend an extra 4 hours for orientation. So I finished orientation like 7 o'clock, and I wasn't even finished by then, because I had to go to Walmart to buy like blankets and pillows and stuff for my dorm. Yeah. So anyways, I slept for like 4 hours, because at like 7 o'clock they were all doing sports, and I was like, I think I've done enough strenuous activities in a day. So if you want to know how tired I was, I went to my dorm. My roommate wasn't home yet, but I left my heater on, and I was so tired that like when I went to turn the heater off, I couldn't even like fucking reach the heater. Like I basically fell off the bed, and I stumbled and crawled to the light. I don't know, but yeah, that's the end of my, I think, yeah, that's just the end of my miserable fucking trip. But yeah, like, I love it here, I don't want to leave. I tried my first taco last week, and I had my first huevos nacheros, like, yesterday. But yeah, the reason I didn't do a video yesterday was because, I was hungover, and I was supposed to go to a group meeting as well, and I was supposed to do laundry day, and I was supposed to go to the Global Cafe, and I went to make a do's with friends, and I was supposed to do a Big Bang Theory marathon with another friend. So extremely busy that day. Also, I couldn't like do a video because my roommate, was here, so it would have been fucking awkward. But basically, okay, I was hungover, and I knew that I had to do a meeting. But yeah, because like I celebrated Australia Day, and yeah, some guy dislocated his shoulder as well. Yeah, that was pretty bad, and he popped it back in. Yeah, but so I was like, so was I supposed to go there at 12 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the afternoon? I went to the library. I waited from like 12 o'clock to 4 because I had to go to the Global Cafe and free food, So like, and then I met 2 people, and after the Global Cafe, I went to Macado's with Yuki and Alex. Yuki really likes Alex. She's not the most subtle when it comes to flirting. She dropped like a couple of hints like, so Alex, do you like soccer? And he's like, no. And she's like, oh, that's great. I love a guy that doesn't like soccer. And she was dropping up major hints. She was like, oh, I'm really glad you don't like this. I'm really glad you like this. I'm really glad you like this food. And like all I can think about is food. She just kept talking to him. I was like, so like, do you want me to leave and You know, it's like, okay, when you finish like sucking his dick, like, do you want me to leave? You know, I didn't say that, but you know, it's just like joking around. And so, you know, me and Alex, we kept looking at each other. We're like, you know, but what was it? We had to go back because I had to go back at 7 o'clock to do a Big Bang Theory marathon because I've never watched it before, and I rented it out from the library. And here's the bad news: like when I finally went there, I was like 10 minutes late, and I got a text message from Caitlin, and she said, "Are you gonna be here?" I'm like, "What time was the group meeting supposed to be?" I thought it was like 1 or 5 o'clock. It's like 7 o'clock, and it was like already 7:14. I'm like, shit. So I apologized to Bert. I was like, I'm so sorry. Can we do this on Sunday, like at the same time again? And he's like, yeah, sure, man. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And so I went to the group meeting. I was like, so I left at 7:14. I went there at 7:30. And you know, I was only there for like 15 minutes, and then they did the client memo, and then I had to go back. But I was so tired, and I was like, I didn't want to go, you know, I didn't want to call Bert back up again and say, oh, hey, you want to watch Big Bang Theory? And I didn't really want to watch the whole first season of Game of Thrones with the other people because I was like, you know, I was like hungover and fucking didn't really rest the whole day. And so I think I fell asleep at like 7 or like 9 o'clock, and I woke up at 10 o'clock to do my fucking laundry, and I was supposed to do it early in the morning, but I was hungover. And but yeah, I did my laundry. I still have to do another bag. I'm not even sure if I have the money for it. But yeah, I did my laundry, and I uploaded some photos, and it's really hard to upload photos and videos because my internet is a piece of shit. But yeah, that's why I'm thinking about doing like a whole collage, or you know, whole collaboration or collage, like when I leave the United States, because internet's too slow here. You know, I'm not gonna upload videos and shit here. But yeah, the internet's like the internet in the library is really fast. Yeah. Yeah. If I missed anything out, I have another blog. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. The reason I have another blog is because my main one is uncut, and it's really raw material. It's like I swear a lot in there. So, you know, if the school here finds out about that, they're not going to be too happy. So there's like another, it's a much, I wouldn't say cleaner blog, but it's more civil, I would say. But yeah, I will put the link in the description. And yeah, I think I have to write again in my blog as well. And yeah, I think that's it. Alright, see you later. I hope all of you have a good year, you know, fucking year of the snake. I hope you had an awesome New Year's. I was celebrating New Year's with Kai. We did the cinnamon challenge. Oh, I did the cinnamon challenge, but, you know, and yeah, see you later. Or did he do the cinnamon challenge as well? Yeah, but I can't remember. Alright, see you later.